Hello everyone. In previous lesson, we review the area of the shapes, including composite figures. I hope that lesson is helpful. Today we are going to continue our discussion regarding 3D objects. So we change it from 2D shape to 3D objects. In the other video, you already see some real-life examples of 3D objects, or sometimes we say 3D shapes. Um, so um, in so in this video, we are going to discuss more about the 3D objects, and also we are going to focus on one topic today, which is volume. So let's get started. So the first one, as you can see, we have different shapes here, different 3D objects here. So, and we also have all the names of that. So we are going to drag them to match each one of them, okay? So let's see the first one. First one, we know that when you see the top circle, bottom circle, we know this is gonna be a cylinder. For this one, and if you see rectangle around the shape, by the way, for this one, each side we call face, okay? So for this one, we call rectangular prism. And let's see this one. This one, as you can see, is like if you cut it, you will see the circle as later we'll learn that word cross section. So this is we call sphere. For this one, and when you see the triangle on the top and bottom, and they have the same shape from the bottom to the top. So this one is called triangular prism. For this one, the bottom one has a square, and everything around the bottom come to one top point. We call this pyramid. And some students might say, can I change the bottom as a triangle or even pentagon or different shape as the bottom come to the one point on the top? Yes, you can. We have that kind of object too. The more popular one is a pyramid, and this one, you know, when you buy ice cream or when you have birthday party, you wear a birthday hat, and most of the time, this is with this shape, and this is called cone. Okay, this is just quickly review. So next, we are going to mention something about volume. So for volume, sometimes student can be confused about volume and the surface area. Let me write it down. So volume, one simple example, you can just keep thinking how much water or what kind of how much the object can hold. So for example, for this one, we already know that it's called rectangular prism. For this one, just keep thinking how much water or how much juice it can hold. This is actually volume. However, if you need to, for example, if I need to make a 3D shape like this, and I need to figure out how much material can make this kind of object, then that kind of thing is called surface area. For this one, this is also if I need to think how much coffee or how much water it can hold, it is volume. But if you, for example, you are in a ceramic class, you need to figure out how much material or how much material you need to use to make a cup like that, and you're actually thinking about surface areas, not about volume. Okay, so that's one thing. Also, since we need to talk about volume, instead of, so we have a lot of examples, a lot of formulas for you to use. I mean, even for the current policy, you probably don't need to worry about the regions. I still want to give you an example. On the regions, on the back of regions, we all know there is a reference sheet. On this sheet, we have several examples, several formulas for the 3D objects. You can see cylinder, sphere, cone, pyramid. And there's one thing. So you may wonder, what about the rectangular prism? What about the triangular prism? Those kind of thing. We all take this as general prism. So there's one thing I would really want to remind you about the general prism. General prism there's one thing you see is V stands for volume. B, capital B times H. H is easy, so it's going to be height. So the question will be, what is B, capital B stand for? Why is not little lowercase b? So one thing I want to remind you is general prism, meaning if you have bottom shape and top shape, they have the same shape, and this is like a vertical distance here, then this is called prism. This is rectangular prism. This is triangular prism. Even for cylinder, you can consider is a special case for that because the top and bottom, they have exactly shape, and this is vertical distance. So this volume we call base area. Base, capital B stands for base area. So that means if I can find the shape, the area of the base, and then times height, and I will get a volume of the same thing here. If I find the area of the base and times the height, I will find the volume. So if you just really check the cylinder volume formula, you will see pi r squared. What is a pi r squared? Yes, it is area of the circle. So I find the area of the circle, which is the base, times height. Then we will find the area, right? So the base area times height, base area times height, base area times height. This is all coming from general prism. So whenever you do that, try to figure out the structure of the formula instead of just memorizing it. It will make it easier. So that's all I want to share with you for this video. So next video, we are going to see some examples of the calculation. So how do we actually do, and how do we actually use a formula to figure out the volume of each different 3D object. So I will see you soon in next video.